Welcome friends. Today we are going to study about the dimensions of heat, specific heat, latent heat and temperature. In the previous lecture we have studied about dimensionless quantities and dimensions of other physical quantities such as the angular frequency, angular velocity, work, torque, etc. Now let's start with heat, latent heat, specific heat and temperature. Now let's first talk about temperature. As we have studied earlier, the temperature is a fundamental quantity. Temperature is a fundamental quantity and it is denoted by K. Now let's talk about heat. What is heat? Heat. It is denoted by Q. And what is heat? Heat means the energy flow between two bodies when one of them is hotter than the other. It means energy flow between two bodies when one of them is hotter than other. And its dimension, the dimension of heat is same as work. Dimension of heat is same as work. Why? Why the dimension of work and heat are same? Because heat and work have the same units, that is joule. And that's why the dimension of heat is same as dimension of work. And we have derived dimension of work, and it was mL2 T ki power minus 2, mL ki power 2 T ki power minus 2. Now let's talk about what is specific heat and latent heat. Specific heat. It is the amount of energy. It is the amount of energy required to change the temperature of substance. Amount of energy required to change the temperature of a substance, and it is denoted by C, and it is equal to, given by the formula, m into C into delta T, where Q is the amount of heat, C is the specific heat, m is the mass of the substance, and delta T is the change in temperature. And from here we can write it as C is equal to Q upon m into delta T, and from this formula we can calculate the dimension of C. So dimension of C will be equal to dimension of Q upon dimension of m into delta T, and we have just calculated the dimension of Q, and it was m L2 T ki power minus 2 upon dimension of m is capital M, and delta T, here delta T is the change in temperature, and change in temperature, and temperature is given by K. That is, so change in temperature it will also be given by K. So here we can write it as K. Now from here we will get the dimension of C as L ki power 2 T ki power minus 2 and K ki power minus 1. So this is the dimension of specific heat. Now let's talk about latent heat. What is latent heat? It is the amount of energy required to change the state of substance. For example, the boiling of water, melting of ice. It is the amount of energy required to change the state of substance, and it is given by latent heat is denoted by L, and it is given by the formula Q is equal to m into L, where Q is the amount of heat, L is the latent heat, and m is the mass. So from here we will get dimension of L will be equal to dimension of Q upon dimension of m, and from here we know the dimension of Q as m into L ki power 2 into T ki power minus 2. So it will be m into L ki power 2 T ki power minus 2 upon m, and here m and m will get cancelled out, so we will get the dimension of latent heat as L square T की power minus 2. So this was all about the dimensions of heat, latent heat, specific heat and temperature. Thank you.